In today's video, I'm going to help you memorize most of the elements of the periodic table in a really easy way. So basically, our method is knowing all the elements or most of the elements that start with the same alphabet, and we're gonna use or just invent some acronyms to help us remember or memorize the elements that start with this specific alphabet. So let's start. Let's say the first alphabet we have is the letter A, right? So you can use this acronym to remember the elements of it. It's basically Gluckster. So so A with the C, A with the L, and so on. So the first one we have is the AC. Then we have AL. We have AU. Then we have AG, AS, AT, and AR. So AC is the actinium, Al is the aluminum, Au is the gold, Ag is something similar to it, which is, oh yeah, there's a hint. It doesn't start with the A at all, just like gold. It's also a noble metal. It's silver. As, it's arsenic. And for At, it's astatine. For Ar, you can you can have a chance and try to guess what Ar symbolizes, what from the elements of the periodic table. It starts with A and R. It's argon. And argon is a noble gas from the last group of the noble gases, and it has an atomic number of 18. And the configuration of it um, is like that, 288. For the next alphabet we have is the B letter. Okay, so basically you just take the first three letters of the vowels. So you have BI, BE, BA, and BR, and just the B itself, like that. So Bi corresponds to the element bismuth. Be is beryllium. Ba is barium. Br is bromine. And B itself is the element boron. So for the next alphabet, which is the C letter, okay, so basically in order to memorize this, try to use the following acronym, which is CLORS. Just try to use this acronym, it will help a lot. So the first we have is the C, then we got Cl, then Co, Cu, Cr, Cd, Cs, and Ce. So C itself is the carbon, Cl is chlorine, Co corresponds to the element cobalt, it's a metal, and Cu is copper, Cr is chromium. For Cd, it's cadmium. As you can see, it has the C and D, so it's cadmium. And for cesium, and for Cs is cesium. And be careful because cesium is not written like that. Not like that, nope. It has to be that way. This is the correct spelling of cesium. It's C-A-E. All right. And for the last one, which is the Ce, is the cerium element. We also have the alphabet S, and you can memorize it with something quite fun. Um, in Transformers Prime, the show, there's that character called Optimus Prime, right? So the acronym we're using to memorize the elements that start with the alphabet S is Optimus Prime. So it's gonna be Optimus Prime C. Yeah, it's easy to memorize it that way. So you have the S, you have the SB, you have the SR, SI, SN, SE, and SC. So S itself is the sulfur element, SB is antimony, SR corresponds to the element strontium, SI for silicon, SN for the element or the metal tin, and the scientific name of tin is tansus. That's why the symbol here, the symbol corresponds to it is SN, stances, you know. For Se, it's selenium. For Sc, it's scandium. And yeah. Now for the alphabet N, you got the three vowels, which is Ni, Ne, Na, and you also got the Nb. So Ni is the symbol of nickel. It's a metal. For Ne, it's the neon, and it's a gas. It's also a noble gas, just like the argon. As you know, the noble gases are the helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. And in some cases, there's also the element oganesson. And these are the noble gases that are saturated with the full number or the maximum number of electrons in the last outermost energy level. And by the way, it's also referred as aerogens in some cases. So, and for Na, it's sodium, Nb is niobium, and that's for the N. For the I, you got um, three things. You got the I itself, you got IR, and you got IN. I itself is the iodine or iodine. IR is the iridium. IN is the indium. And for the K alphabet, you got two things, which is the K itself and Kr. So the K itself is potassium. It doesn't start with the letter K, but the simple corresponds to it is the letter K. And for Kr, it's krypton. And krypton, as I told you earlier, it's also a noble gas. You got the next alphabet, which is the P. You got the P, you got the BT, you got the BD. So P is the phosphorus, PT is platinum, PD is palladium, You also got PP, which is the lead. It doesn't start with the P, but yeah, simple corresponds to it. It has the letter P. You also got the alphabet R. You can memorize it with the following acronym, which is no. So you got RN, got RA, got RU, RH, RE, and there's also the RB. So RN is the radon, for RA is the radium, for RU it's ruthenium, for RH it's the rhodium, RE is rhenium, for RB it's the rubidium. There's also another element called um, rutherfordium. And yeah, that's all you need to know about the R. Um, the elements that start with the letter R.